Good afternoon. You have survived week one of what is a jam-packed couple of weeks to review the HTM 101 Intro to Hospitality class. I hope you've enjoyed what you're learning so far. Hopefully you've picked up a few things or seen things from a different perspective. This week, we're going to be focusing on the second portion of the book, which is beverages, restaurants, and managed services. And I should take a moment to say apologies for the error on the book. And I know many of you emailed me that you already received it, and a couple of you it's on its way. Looks like this, right? So a couple of things to note for this week, and you're doing a great job on all of your assignments. I'm super excited to see that. And I have a few more people that I'm waiting to see some introductions from and some different things. So please note that you should still be working through those, even if you missed the deadline. I've kept it open so that you can still participate. Also, someone had a concern about not getting the book in time, so I did extend a couple of deadlines. If you have any need for that, please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. I do want to take a moment to look at what you see on the screen here, which is the overview and to-do list, and a couple of things to note. So as I mentioned, we are looking at beverages, restaurants, and managed services. I will say that lots of people know what beverages are. Lots of people know what restaurants are. Oftentimes, managed services is the one area that I typically will spend a little bit more time in because a lot of people don't realize that that's part of hospitality. So when you're reviewing those assignments, I think you have one on comparing Aramark and Sodexo. Think about it as this is how I think about it, I'll say. So when I go to a Giants game, because I'm a baseball fan and we didn't get to do that this year, I look at the people's name tags to see who do they work for. I know they don't work for the Giants. Who's managing that food service in that sporting complex, right? Think about Facebook. Who are the people that provide the food to the employees that work at Facebook? So managed services has a lot of benefits. It gives us that hospitality feel and maybe that 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 kind of job, that has maybe a more favorable schedule. Also, managed services, you kind of have a audience that is captivated, right? Like think about on an airplane. So you kind of know how many people you're going to be serving. So a little bit of a benefit to a freestanding restaurant situation where you may not know and may have to 86 an item. So thanks so much for working through week one. And now as we go to week two, you'll notice that there's no link here for beverages, and that's because the beverage assignment that I had you starting and we introduced last week is actually going to be due this week. And I sent you, and in the body of the beverage assignment, you'll see what beverage you were assigned to be able to prepare a report on. And that can be a written report, that can be a video that you uplink, that can be a PowerPoint presentation, but really excited for you to focus on the beverage that you've been assigned and thinking about how it's made, where it comes from, and some food trends that go with it. You'll see here, this is the quiz on chapters 1 through 3 that I pushed out a little bit, but if you've already done it or you're already in the place to do it, that's great. The mind map assignment. So you are going to see a video in the mind map assignment, and please don't think you have to buy any software. I actually selected that video because I think that they do a good job of kind of walking you through how to do a mind map. But this assignment is really meant for you to think about your career in hospitality and then to be able to, some people like to present orally, some people like to write papers. And this one gives you a little bit more of an artistic flair to be able to think about your strengths and weaknesses, your big why of where you're going in your hospitality career. So there's some examples in there. There's a video. Again, you don't have to buy any software. You can draw it and take a picture of it to submit it, or you can, type it. You don't have to worry as much about the specifics that they talk about. And then I think the rest of the assignments are pretty straightforward. I am going to move this midterm to the following week just because we had a little bit of a delay with the book. So I want to make sure that you get all nice and caught up. I know a lot of you work in food and beverage from your introductions or the optional Zoom that you attended. So I know that you'll have a lot of great perspectives to share. And I'm really looking forward to hearing and seeing some of your work in this next week. I remain available to you should you need anything at all. I've been trying to keep as up to date as possible with grading and responding back, but if you need to schedule some office hours with me, I'm flexible, so shoot me a note and we'll look for a time that works. Until then, take care and have fun. Bye.